The keeper of the vision of this park was a gentleman I met shortly after he was elected in Precinct 4, Bexar County. And Tommy Adkisson has held that vision for this park, and without which we would not see the fruition today. But at this point, I'd like to introduce not only our Bexar County Commissioner, Precinct 4, but my friend, Tommy Adkisson.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get this thing right here. There we go. All right. Well, good afternoon. Greetings from the Bexar County Commissioners Court, established in 1836 in the year of the Battle of the Alamo, the massacre at Goliad, and the victory at San Jacinto. When we stretched from here to El Paso on the west and as far north as southern Wyoming, we rendered 128 counties to the great state of Texas and the republic that stood for 9 years before we were annexed into the United States in 1845. Guadalupe County has always been our sister county to the east, separated by the Cibolo Creek, standing in this beautiful Garner State Park-like piece of land. Anybody who's been to Garner State Park has to agree it's really God's country, and so is this. We have a great opportunity to make what was a tragedy into a triumph. Mother Nature controls all, and he who tries to contend with her eventually loses. And so it is that we have a nature park here without a whole lot of built structures, because Mother Nature at some point is going to come back and remind us that she, and only she, will control this piece of land. I think today stands for not only a victory and a triumph over tragedy, but it also stands for governmental cooperation. You know, we all represent you, so why don't those of us elected officials, like my dear friend, Mayor Hal Baldwin, and of course, Tom Weaver, our trustee on the San Antonio River Authority for Precinct 4, and all of you assembled here, the staff, all the people who made this thing happen, why would it be that we would not find our way clear to work with each other and say we don't care about all these lines? Some people, Precinct 4 is basically the eastern one-third of Bexar County, but I always say the world is my precinct, and that's where I have an obligation. I want to tell you that I think not only is there a spirit of cooperation, not only is there a spirit of selflessness that attends this park, at least from my perspective, from the county of Bexar into this thing, we have some really, truly first-class professionals to join hands with the city of Schertz to make sure that we're doing our share to do everything we can to make this a great place to be, a great experience for those who visit and recreate in this park. We have Betty Bichet, who, before she was joining Bexar County, she's actually an architect who came our way, but she was I think she was the only female director of one of the Texas parks. She had the San Jose, the Missions National Park. She was working with them at Mission San Jose and other parks, and so she got the park stuff in her blood. And then we have Jerry Smith over here. He was well away there, Jerry, who actually got a master's degree, right? He got a master's degree in parks management. That is too cool. I think it's good to have somebody to partner up with our friends across the creek here, and on this side of the creek, that Schertz is also in my precinct, as is part of Cibolo. I've even got one little precinct from Marion, Texas, in my precinct, but it's good to know that we have people who are at the ready who know their stuff and who will affirm our good relationship over and over throughout the years as we celebrate triumph over tragedy. We celebrate cooperation of your governmental officials working for only one thing, and that's the best interest of our citizens, period. Nothing else. That we will acknowledge Mother Nature and her whimsical will to do with us as she will, even as we try to fortify ourselves against the prospect that tragedy may from time to time visit us. I want to salute all those who were able to survive the tragedy of 1998 and join hands with them as we celebrate this measure of victory over that which we had very little control, but today we live to tell the story about how two communities can come together and just make a great thing happen. So ladies and gentlemen, in a place that I think is pretty close to Garner State Park, in a place that has, I understand, wild turkeys, deer, native flora and fauna and all that good stuff, and various, I'm sure we got a few armadillos out here somewhere, don't we? And other things, possums, a lot of birds, a lot of beautiful trees, that today we celebrate the greatness of what is here before you. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope it meets your approval. I always hope, as a Commissioner of Precinct 4 in Bexar County, to do the right thing by you, and I appreciate having a chance to be here. Thank you.
Commissioner, with all due respect, you forgot about all those wild buffaloes just right off the stage.